Welcome everybody to Nine's Corner, or welcome back as the case may be. It is that time again to look at our weekly vibes. So what do you need to know about love, money, and advice for this week? Enjoy the short video. Now, this was Alberta springtime a couple of days ago. Luckily, most of it has melted, but I did get to go out for a walk. So enjoy the walk and think about what number would you like this week? 1, 2, or 3. You chose group 1. When it comes to love, you got the Page of Swords. So when it comes to love relationships, whether it be coworkers, your significant other, friends, family, whoever it is that needs your attention, it's almost a case of you want to walk away, but you just can't. This could be if it's a job, it could be like, I need to walk away from this toxic person, but they're in my life for this reason, whether it be work or social, or friend or family. It is a need to walk away, but a feeling that you just can't. This also could indicate a return of somebody to your life. And this may need an honest conversation where you may be happy to accept them back, or you may not want to have them back in your life. But remember, you have the right to ask for limits and put limitations on anything in your life that affects you. When it comes to money, we've got the Moon. So you have enough money to deal with your day-to-day life, but somehow you just feel like you're being gypped. There's something like you feel like, somebody's gypping you somehow. This could be an actual, you've got somebody in your life who's chipping away at some of your money and you're not aware of it, to this could be a case of the economy, the price is going up, the price of gas, and you have the same amount of money coming in as you did before all of the economic woes. So all of a sudden, now that you've been living with them for a few months, you're starting to see them. So this is sort of like a realization and having to kind of look at your situation and maybe reevaluate your financial situation, your bills and stuff, and just see where you can save. Just saying. When it comes to advice, we have the 9 of Swords. So first and foremost, forgive yourself. Whatever it is that you think that you've done, or maybe that you have done, this is the time to let yourself off the hook. We're humans. We do the best that we can. Nobody's perfect, and neither are you. So allow yourself some forgiveness. This is also saying allow for external things to resolve themselves. Sometimes you can't manipulate a situation no matter how much you want to change. You just got to accept it for what it is. And oftentimes that which we see as something negative or a loss in the future is most times a gain. So don't lose hope. It's 1 week. As for your angel answers, what question do you have on your mind that you'd like to have the angels answer? What is it that you think about? What is something that keeps you up at night that you'd like to have some guidance from the angels for? Think about that. Do you have it? All right. Your answer: communicate clearly. I'm going to have to ask, if you want me to continue to read out these answers, or are they pretty much, because we've read a few of these now. So I don't know if you want me to continue reading, which I'll do, or just read the answer. And if it's something that I know we haven't read before, just let me know in the comments, or don't, I'll figure it out one way or the other. Okay, see, we need to communicate clearly. This situation requires very precise and careful communication. Don't assume that others involved understand what you want or need from them. In-person discussions are preferable, but if that's not possible, make sure that your communication method is very thorough. This card can indicate that there has been a miscommunication that is creating a challenge for the parties involved. By clearing up any misunderstandings, you can heal the situation so everyone can start moving forward again. You chose group 2. When it comes to love, you got the Hangman. I always think of the Rolling Stones, just waiting for a friend. I'm just waiting for a friend. That is what you're doing. You're waiting on others to make up your mind, to give an opinion. Maybe it's necessary that you look at people for what they are and not for what you are. You have to be able to see the situation from a different perspective. The Hangman is asking you to look at it from the person's perspective across from you. So when it comes to loved ones, friends, family, co-workers, this is asking you to take the time to see the other side, to have greater understanding of the overview of the whole of the situation. There's always multiple points of view, and you have to remember that, because sometimes we can get so salted. So when it comes to money, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So obviously for some, there's going to be new jobs, new perspectives, new streams of money coming in. But for many people, this is going to be like you're going to get notification and you're going to have this windfall come in. So, you might want to play the lotto this week, even if you don't normally use it, and make sure you use it responsibly and all that kind of good stuff. But this would be a good week because you're going to have a windfall. So go out and buy that lotto ticket. And as for advice, we have death. Death is transformation. This is saying there's going to be some major changes in your life. And this could be literally going from breaking a bad habit to changing your mind about something. It's really important to now let go and let your higher self, your higher guides, whatever it is that you believe in, ask for their help, and they will help you. Whether it's information given to you in a dream, or a friend says it, or you watch this and all of a sudden you go, oh. But this is the case of let go and let God, basically, and things will change for the better. Because don't forget, when there's death, there's also resurrection. And it is the universe's way of nudging you back onto your right path. So the death card, I often associate it with such a positive thing, because it means that the universe has noticed you and they know you need a little nudge back onto the right path, whatever that means to you. So good. When it comes to the angels' answers, what question do you have on your mind that you'd like to have the angels give you some advice about? What is it that you think about, or something that bothers you? Or maybe it could just be something frivolous. Whatever you want to ask the angels, just know that they're basically a yes-no answers with some variations on it. So, do you have your question? The answer is no need. Oh, you can't see it. No need to worry, Nina. No need to worry. You can see it now. There's no need to worry. Oh, I put the book and everything over there. Like I did in the first one, I asked, should I just read the answer, or do you want me to continue reading the answer and the explanation in the book? Because I could always, just take a picture of the answer in the book and put it at the end of the video if you don't want to hear me going on about it, kind of thing. Something to think about. All right, no need to worry. No need to worry. Your worries and concerns regarding your question are unnecessary. Your angels have the situation well in hand and everything is going to turn out perfectly. Obsessing over the subject isn't helpful. The energy of fear and worry only slows this eventual manifestation. Obsessing over this subject isn't helpful. The energy of fear and worry only slows the eventual manifesting of your desires. Visualize loving and happy outcomes and keep your thoughts positive. Very soon you will wonder why you are worrying about that at all. You chose group 3. When it comes to love, we've got the King of Wands. When the King of Wands comes along, you can see that there's passion in the relationship. There's, if it's the love between a mother and a child or a partnership, there's that passionate love that you have for that person. And sometimes that makes us tend to bottle up certain things, and then the pressure can build up and up and up. And then the next thing you know, you have some problems. And when the pressure builds up, oftentimes emotionally, we shut down. So be aware of this. Realize that, always try to think of the good, positive points of whoever it is that you're dealing with, because we're all human. We all make mistakes. And if there's passion there, that means you care. When it comes to money, you got the Star. So wonderful for you. Things are improving. Things are doing well. You're very hopeful, but don't forget that you have to put actions into your thoughts in order to manifest them. So it's great to be thinking about what you want, but put action behind it. When it comes to advice, we have the 7 of Swords. Interesting. Do not sabotage yourself. If you're somebody who tends to do well, and then all of a sudden you can find yourself finding excuses or, negative talking to yourself, you're sabotaging yourself. Don't do that to yourself. You are worth something. Now, if you know you're being a bit of a shady character and a bit sly, hey, who am I to judge? But you're the one that has to go to sleep and wake up and feel whatever you feel about the situation. So oftentimes this has to deal with our external, and we can't change it, but we can change the way we feel about it inside. So oftentimes our situation outside may change. Your child moves out of the house to go to college. Your circumstances for the foundation of your life somehow gets changed. And because of that, you have to accept that change and realize some things you can't change, but you can change how you feel about it. So look for the positive in everything that you can. Try not to let the negative or the dark thoughts get to you, because that's all they are, dark thoughts. Let the positive take over. You might need to meditate. You might need to listen to some music. Just don't set yourself up for failure. Just don't do it to yourself. Do not sabotage yourself this week. Just don't. When it comes to your angel answers, and I've said this, so if you've listened to all 3 of these, you're going to hear me say basically the same thing over and over. If you are thinking, 9, just read the answer and don't give me the whole readout. Let me know if I should still be doing the readouts or not, or I could actually just take a picture and add it if you don't want to hear me, going on about it, but we'll see. So what question do you have for the angels this week? You're basically looking for a yes/no answer, and the angel answers give you a variation of that. So what is it that you'd like to know this week? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind that you'd like the angel answers to help you with? Yes! Exclamation mark. We've done this one before, and I know it's good. Yes! Exclamation mark. Bravo! The decision you made is the right one. There's no need to continue to sort through additional options. You know what to do, and you should move forward with your plans. You've made the correct choice for your personal growth and development. However, some decisions can be a true challenge. If the task ahead of you is daunting or even sad, then proceed with your plans in a way that is life-affirming and self-loving. Ask your angels to be with you every step of the way, and don't hesitate to call upon your friends and family for support. So if you've managed to stick through the whole video, I just thought I would give you a little piece of advice that I've learned this week. I, like everybody else, have a story. I have PTSD, I deal with depression, anxiety, all kinds of things. So you can imagine that is exponentially focused on when you're dealing with something like YouTube. So it's hard to read the negative comments, and it's easy to let yourself feel down and all that kind of stuff. And I just literally was just talking to you like you were a friend as I think of you, and just said, I'm not sure if I'm going to do the weekly vibes. And I got so much positive feedback and love from everybody that I realized that, yeah, there's going to be negative naysayers, and a lot of times that negativity is something that is a reflection of them or their opinion or their biases or whatever the case may be. And that instead of looking at and really concentrating and focusing and being on those negatives, let it go, let God, and just live in the positive. And I can't tell you how freeing it has been. It's a real challenge for me because I'll be honest, I find it extremely hard to trust and to trust people. It's extremely hard for me. So, it was a rude awakening for me to wake up and to be grateful, to not concentrate on the negative, to let that be, not received and given back to whoever sent it, and just live in my own truth, to be happy where I am. So I think that's great advice for everybody, because whether you've got coworkers nipping at you, or you've got friends, family, mother-in-law, mother, whoever, don't let the opinions of others change who you are, or certainly do not let them have rent in your head enough for you to feel bad about yourself. All right? Alrighty. So, as always, I have our unity candle lit for each and every one of us. And until the next time we chat, please feel free to like, subscribe, share, and do all that good stuff from my channel. And we'll chat soon. Cheerio.